Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the Fresh Show. What up, though, man? It's your man,
What
Young
up, though?
Fresh,
What
man.
up,
Welcome
though?
back to another episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Fresh Show, man. I got this a first for us, man. We got a actual guest on the Fresh Show, man. I got my man's Big B, man. Introduce yourself, man. Tell the people if you want to introduce them, tell them where to find you at. You can do that also too.
What up, though, y'all? Simple Fine, Big B, Facebook, Brandon Metals, Instagram, Brandon Metals 33, YouTube, Big B 5784. Either way, look up your boy, man. I'm always available. What up, though, Fresh, man? That's pretty much me in a nutshell. You all right, brother?
All right. So yeah, I'm doing good, man. So hey, this my man's, man. We used to work together, man. It's a real first of all, man, my man's is hilarious. If we talking about you want some laughs, bro, this the guy to be around, bro. He gonna keep you laughing. He hip to a lot of different stuff, man. Don't let the laughs fool you, bro. It's deep, all that. So we just gonna get into it. So
Appreciate it. Respect, bro. Respect.
before we turned on the podcast, we was chopping it up a little bit, and bro was telling me that it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And I was telling him, like, I ain't really been tapped into politics like that lately. Like, I used to be kind of really tapped in, but now I'm kind of like really in my box. I ain't gonna lie, I've been on my, like, just head down, focused on my mission, on my grind.
Yeah.
So tell me and tell the people what's been going on in the world, and what you think about it and all that stuff.
All right, y'all. What up, though? So, for y'all that don't know, and I'm pretty much sure a lot of y'all do, with the Israel and Palestine conflict with Hamas and the Gaza Strip and Israel claim to the Holy Land. If y'all not hip to it, what's going on over there is that Israel is pretty much trying to claim the Holy Land and they want the Palestinians out of it. Hamas is a terrorist group who they are trying to say, because I'm not sure if they even got examples or proof of them being terrorists are causing conflict with Israel, and that's why Israel has responded in such a dang on way where they're killing people for no reason and kids, and there's a lot of atrocities going on right now. America and the UN had I want to say, they had a call to arms where they was asking basically who was going to side with Israel and everybody, and only 3 countries stood up. Everybody else turned their back on Israel and America. So BRICS, I don't know if you know about them, is China and Russia and a few other countries who are now teaming up to go against places like
I know
Israel
about
and the
it.
United
I know
States.
about it a little bit,
Yeah, they're starting to set up all these new things for a World War III. America is looking like they're going to be on the wrong side of history. It looks like what's really going on right now is Israel is acting like Germany. And I hate to say that, but that's the truth, man. I don't want to get this podcast flagged or anything. I gotta be careful. You gotta be careful what you say about them. But it's looking real bad over
right?
there. And from what I've seen, examples of what they try to show Hamas doing wrong to them can't compare. Can't even draw a contrast to what they done to them. And the examples I see daily of what they doing to the Palestinians. It's so many. I was kicking it with brother Professor what's his name? Professor Griff, who rhymed with dang on Public Enemy. I was talking to him yesterday on his live. I mean, him was kicking. He was
Mm-hmm.
getting mad a little bit because I was telling him how we don't have a leg in that fight really to be really fighting with the Palestinians and the dang on Israelis because we got so much problems in our own community. But he was making a point where he was showing how they were supporting us during the George Floyd trial and how they had our back in different instances and everything. And he was proving that point how we should have their back. But at the same time, while that's going on, we hurting here in America, and our presidents gave $425 million to Ukraine behind our back. So I don't know if they playing a game of they just stealing money or they getting ready to try to pull as much out of the dang on society they can before the next president election go off. But it's so much going on with that, man, that I don't know how the fuck we gonna really could change anything. But black people, what can we do? So that's what my stance on that. But there's a lot going on with politics. So if you haven't heard that, that's what's going on in a nutshell. That Israel is taking over, and it's either to get down or lay down. And America is on
Um,
their side.
so I kind of been familiar with America, being in bed with Israel for years now and backing them. I've been familiar with uh Israel conflict with the Palestinians and over the Holy Land and the Gaza Strip and all that. I've been familiar with it for years. You know what I mean? I do know recently
Mm-hmm.
it has become a big story, and I do understand the importance of the story. Um, I don't really. My thoughts to it is big. The way I move these days, I try to move with a I mean, I'm a positive person. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
So
Me
I
too.
try to always stay on the positive. You know, it is serious. I'm not trying to turn my eye and trying to say like what's going on, the tragedies that's going on across borders is not serious. You know what I mean? Because it is
Yeah.
serious. You know what I mean? If it was happening in our backyard, we'd definitely feel that pain. You know what I mean? But like you said, we got our own issues and our own battles that we fight here in our own communities, trying to, you know, come up
So
and reach
that's one
prosperity and
thing too, though,
whatnot.
Fresh. Though that it's almost like we've been watching a lot of these things from the time we've been born. From give $2 a day to the kids and shit, to seeing other countries go through third world, and I think it's almost our turn now. And I see how it looking dang on Los Angeles and Philadelphia. Man, if you ain't been there, if you haven't been there or ever been there,
I've been to
man,
Philly,
it almost like a
most
third world
definitely,
country. They living
most
in
definitely,
little huts and stuff on the side of the roads and
most
shit.
definitely.
And then you see that
People
we
walk
are
around
getting,
looking like zombies out there in Philly,
man,
for sure.
dog. And Detroit ain't as bad as everybody try to make it. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
man,
it's not. When you travel out and you go to different places, you will see. Like when I went to Philly,
uh,
man, I got to
yeah,
see like, damn. I'm like, damn, bro. It's
Detroit
like
ain't as
this.
bad.
I
Mm.
seen streets with trash just like littered, like just all down the street, just trash everywhere. I'm like, I know Detroit got some trash, but it ain't got nothing compared to what you see in some of the cities on the East Coast. And I've been out in Cali, I've been to Oakland, and I seen
Yeah,
some of the stuff out there. And I've been to Vegas. I seen how it is in
Vegas.
Vegas. It's homeless people all over in
As soon
Vegas,
as you
like
leave
walking
outside the
around.
strip.
Man,
Hmm.
as soon as you leave outside the strip, bro, you will see it's homeless people, countless everywhere, all over the place. So,
What the fuck?
like you just said, you wanna be in tune with the tragedies and the poverty and you know what I'm saying, the mistreatment that's going on in the rest of the world. But then you like, damn, we
Dog.
trying to make it here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My,
Where's
you
your
know what I'm
empathy and
saying? Like,
sympathy?
yeah, and it's not to say that it don't exist and you shouldn't care about it or whatever like that. But you know what I'm saying? You know, you
We
gotta you gotta pick your battles and prioritize stuff in line and try to stay in line. And then my whole thing is always just try to stay positive, bro. Try to stay open, that positivity. I know a lot of people like to just lean into negativity, like, man, it's it's about to be this, it's about to be that. Whatever it's gonna be, my mindset is I ain't even worried about that. I'm preparing myself for the best and worst always. Like that's what I stay on. I stay building. I try to stay building in the builder's mindset. I believe it's building and destroying and shit. I just try to stay in that building mindset. Now I did
yeah,
at one point, I was really attached to everything that was going on in the world. And
it was affecting you.
and it had me distorted emotionally. You know what I mean? Cause I didn't know how to balance it out. I think nowadays I found the proper balance to like still being attached to the world. I'll pop in and then I'll pop out.
Yeah.
So what else going on, man? What else going on in the world, man? Let me know, man.
Dog, I know y'all laughing about Chrisean and Blueface. What's so crazy though? They the ultimate toxic couple, but I could draw a lot of contrasts between myself and my wife. and Blueface and Chrisean, and that's fucked up. And that's why I think they get so many views from so many people, because they represent the most highest level of toxic. I can't say me and my wife reached that level, but we have toxic ways about us sometimes, and we figure it out. But what I'm figuring out through all this toxic bullshit is that fire is just as important as peace in a relationship. I know this is gonna sound like some dang on crazy shit, but man, I argued with my wife, and we had these bloody wars, man. I ain't gonna even front. It'd be World War III, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But dog, we'll come to a calm place, and I want to fuck the shit out of her. And be like, that's the perfect balance of peace that I need in my life. I heard Mike Tyson say something about that. He's like, man, I've been with plenty of women, but the woman that struck me the most is the woman I argue with, because they give me a different sense of balance that a lot of people don't. A lot of people fake in front with me off of things that they acquire about me that they already subliminally expect about me. This woman know me
Gotcha.
wholeheartedly, and I can trust her opinion with me. So when she give me that negative or toxic or whatever type of energy you want to call it, it fuel my fire. I be with that shit sometimes. Not gonna lie, it be straight. So man, that's why I guess we still together, man. It's crazy it may sound. Maybe I'm still trying to articulate that point a little better, but I'm growing. You feel me?
I mean, for me, I can resonate with what you talking about. Not to say that's what I experienced in my
Yeah, yeah,
relationship,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is like what I always try to tell people is like alignment and within a relationship or within any type of relationship, right? Not just even just no man and female, you know what I'm saying, male and female or husband and wife, but even in
Mm-hmm.
friendship, right? Alignment is different, dog. Like alignment with people, it show up differently. Like I feel like sometimes we be trying to put alignment on one scale and on one
Oh
standard
man.
when really like alignment, bro, that shit it's, you know what I mean? It's more
Man, I got a
what's the
perfect
word?
story for you, bro.
I'm
I
trying
got
to
a
look
perfect
for a
story.
certain word that is called, but it's not linear. That's the word. It's not
Yeah, yeah,
linear,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Alignment is not linear. Like it look different on different levels. I always stress that what somebody look like for somebody might not look like for somebody. And that's
Right.
any type of relationship. That's even when you want to go down to sports, man. How one team
Mm-hmm.
chemistry look like versus another team chemistry, it ain't the same, dog. And we be trying to make it be one standard set, and that shit just ain't, well, in my opinion, right? That
Yeah,
just
but
ain't
no, that's
how I feel
I
like it
agree with
is.
that. I agree with that. And guess what? I got a great ass story to talk about alignment. Let's talk about what you're talking about. Me and my wife. I knew my wife since high school, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
I met her through my friend Tasha. And I tell her this all the time, and she know I'm not lying. My friend Tasha, she'll vouch for the story and everything. I told my friend Tasha, I don't know this girl from a can of paint. If this girl become my friend, she gonna end up being my girl. Don't know how I knew it,
Uh-huh.
but that's alignment. But I knew this woman was my assignment, bro. Like on some God like shit. Like God put her in my life. I don't know if she was in my life before or I met her from a past life or previous life, but I knew this woman was supposed to be in my life, bro. Can't make this shit up. And anyway, fast forward a few years, because we ain't met, we just stayed friends and stuff. We went to college and shit. And same friend, Tasha. Seen her again in another school. They was at Wayne State together. She said, Brandon, guess who I seen? I seen Christina. She was asking all about yourself straight up. Tell her to hit me up. She come back from Atlanta and she was in Wayne State at school. She said, Brandon, I'm happy to see you. Oh, you done grew up. Long story short, I smashed. She was like, you my boyfriend now. We've been together ever since, man. But I knew for a fact, dog, that was alignment, man. And she's my assignment. And I tell her this all the time when we argue. I'm like, bitch is bigger than me and you. It really is, because I wouldn't be here. If it was me, I wouldn't fuck with this person that you done represented and showed me. You don't respect the person that I am. But it's bigger than me, man. This is an assignment-based mission. And as long as I
Right.
have, dog, stayed in this assignment, I have been being blessed. I have overcome everything. Me and my wife have shown people that we have overcome every circumstance that you can think of. So when I see people put things on the internet and talk about their relationships and shit, I really just sit back and laugh. Because I know they really still growing together. Me and my wife are at the level now we damn near can almost have a different bed like my grandma and granddad and still love each other. You ever
Hey,
thought
that's
about that? Why
crazy.
grandma and granddad had
That's
their own beds?
Hey man, not on my granddad's side. I mean on my dad's side, my grandma and granddad definitely had different beds. They had different rooms,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Look,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the couple that I know in my life that have been together the longest.
And
You
this is
hear me?
another guy.
They been
Yeah,
together. They been together
the
damn
longest.
near my whole life. As long as I can remember, they been
Walking
together.
libraries, bro. And it's another
You
thing
feel me?
too.
That's a fact.
You watch them.
Not saying that that would work for me, but I
No,
can
no.
understand though. You feel me?
And then you a coach. And this is one of the things that I swear to God, I tell all the women at work this. Because my wife swear I'm trying to fuck with these hoes. No, I just look good and women happen to like me. And I try to be a fucking dang on fucking foundation that they can look at as a guy like, damn, I know this one guy, he don't do none of this bullshit. So,
No facts.
you know what I'm saying? At least I know Brandon. So I try to be that person. But anyway, to lose point on
Funny, we
that.
got the same name. We got the same name.
Man, Brandon's our bad, smart, and fucking we opinionated. Period. Name one Brandon ain't like that, nigga. We
No
all was
facts.
bad at one time. We all super smart, and we all opinionated. You're not gonna back down. You're not gonna back us down. Period. Win, lose, or draw, you got to deal with us. So you make a choice.
Nah, facts. So
Right.
with the Chrisean and Blueface thing, right? For
Mm-hmm.
me, the whole crazy part about it for me is where people be like trying to choose sides. Where it's like it ain't really no side, right? We
No,
just kind of like examine it from an objective
that's what you should
viewpoint,
do. That's
right?
exactly what you should
And
do.
you
Yeah.
looking at it, and if you looking at it, you really should be looking at it to learn and see, like, right? You got these two people that you can
The
clearly
kid.
see that they done came from. You can clearly see we looking at their backgrounds on full display, taking full course in front of each other, right? And instead of people really just taking from that and seeing like, damn, this what that can lead to, right? And this
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that
yeah.
can lead to. People trying to choose sides and be like, they turning into a female and male thing, and it ain't really that to me. It's really just like, damn, look at our culture. Honestly, that's the way I look at a lot of stuff. Like, damn, look at our culture, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like we gotta tap in, bro. We gotta tap
No,
in. Like,
no.
I'm not choosing a side. I ain't choosing Blueface or Chrisean side. Like, I don't. It ain't a side. I'm just looking at it like, damn, this what happened when we on. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like you said. They come from them. They come from households where her situation is where her. I don't know how she felt out because actually she was a D1, Division 1, all A student athlete, and her parents seem like they pretty respectable people from what I've seen. But Blueface is the total opposite, where his mother was a gang banging infested neighborhood and single mother, and let her son pretty much raise her himself with little to none guidance. And I see that quite too often. A lot of mothers don't take responsibility for what they raise these kids to be. That's another
For
statistic.
sure.
When a black male is in a household with those women, it's an 88% chance your child won't become a statistic.
Facts.
Or if the dad just raised the child, it's an 88% chance that the child won't become a statistic. So women, y'all really need to step it up. But y'all don't want to take accountability on that. And that's a whole nother story. I thank God for my stepfather because, man, I was terrible. I was one of those kids, bro. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be dead or in jail. Real shit. And I got two brothers that's dead. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, nigga, this shit ain't cool, but I understand that they both come from them impoverished backgrounds, and to watch them be portrayed for our entertainment is kind of gross. But at the same time, if you're looking at it, like you said, from a perspective of analyzing them, you'll see that they got trauma that's really they led by, and through all that trauma, they figuring out love. And I don't know if it's cool for people to be getting game off them that way or learning from them that way, because it's kind of like they use them as lab mice. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't like the
For
fact that
sure. For sure.
they using them as lab mice, man. And they two kids, and to see when they go on
Definitely
interviews how
kids.
hurt they are and how well they hide it through these diamonds and chains and jewelry and a little bit of money,
Definitely
and
hiding it. Hiding it.
getting everybody else getting way more than what they is. they lab mice. You know what I'm saying? Truman Show
Nah,
type shit.
facts.
It's crazy,
Nah,
man.
facts.
And shit.
Definitely crazy to see. A
like,
lot of the.
man,
Go
like my
ahead. Go
cousin
aheid.
Tony say, kids having kids is a sin. She named her she named her son after her, man. The child is a
Yeah, that's
fucking toy,
wild.
and they wild mess. It's not even a child they really neither one of them want. It's a plot in both their ignorance. Yeah, bitch, you gonna have my baby. Bitch, I ain't claiming that baby. I'ma get married. It's like a tit for tat of super pettiness, toxicity, and they don't know how to tell each other I'm sorry and I love each other the right way. Nobody in a
Nah,
circle know how
facts.
to put them together and say, let's stop this bullshit. Y'all hold hands,
Or
pray, and say, look each other in the face and tell her
or
why you really don't like her. Look him in the face,
or
tell
just
him why you
yeah,
don't like him. Look her in the
or
face, tell her why you love her.
just
Look him in the
or just leave it alone, bro. Or just leave it
You know what I'm
alone. You know what
saying?
I'm saying? Or just leave it alone and bow wow. Like I don't know. Like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really went too much into it to where I know the ins and outs of who is who and who caused
Yeah.
what, or if it's real, if it's not real. All I'm saying is my whole thing is I always go to the end of it as if it's working. If it's
Yeah.
working,
Yeah.
then figure this shit out. If it ain't working, then you feel me, don't figure it out and figure out how to move on. Obviously, like you said, man, they got a trauma bond. Like how a lot of people be getting out here, they be having trauma bonds with people, and and
Mm.
like I feel like we live in a world where when it comes to like relationships and dating and all that stuff, right? We push the brand of loyalty so much on it that it stamp people discernment and decision making when it comes to that aspect of their life. They feel like loyalty is the trademark of everything. When I feel like health is always the branch mark for me. If it ain't healthy, then that shit ain't regardless of loyalty or for the sake of trying to be loyal to which an ideal, a concept, or whatever it is, I put health over everything. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That man, let me tell you, you're right. Mental health, that's another thing. Mental health isn't taken seriously in the black community like that, man. We have definitely medicated ourselves through trauma and unconventional ways, I say, through it, be it church, be it smoking weed, eating, porn. We do all the things that we shouldn't do, but we somehow manage to exist. It even baffles me sometimes how do we fucking keep on going and just keep on dancing and keep on being happy. And as I get older, I can see the state we in now. It looks even more crazier now. You know what I'm saying now, bro? Like,
no
man,
facts.
the kids and shit that we raising, man, they are being raised by AI. That's our biggest op. Everybody talking about the op. My op is AI. That's what I'm going to fucking against. I can't stand AI. Them motherfuckers tell my kids that I'm a homophobe, that I don't care about people's feelings. I'm a narcissist, that they have anxiety, that they can diagnose themselves through WebMD. I'm so sick of fighting AI, bro. This motherfucker got me up against the ropes. I ain't gonna bullshit.
that's the that's the new buzzword, narcissist, man. Like,
Uh,
bro, I be hearing.
I'm
I
telling you,
ain't
man.
seen so many people use the word narcissist in my life. I'm like, bro, where does
It's
y'all hear this word at? Like, who just be name dropping this word like on y'all like every day? Gaslighting. They use like, bro,
gaslighting.
who just
Just
be
about to tell you
using
that.
these words in real life? Like nobody uses these words. Like, yeah, I'm smart enough to have
Yeah.
came across these words or have heard them and know what they mean, but I don't use them in real life. Like I don't really use them terminologies. Like come on,
Swear
man.
to goodness, I was just talking
When I
about that with
see
my
people
daughters.
using that, I just know
Yeah.
they picking up on trends and stuff. Like, man, who use these words?
Uh,
Don't nobody say this in conversation,
you
like
you killing
regular
it right now,
conversation.
bruh. You killing it because you putting these pieces together that I've been working on, man. And what it is that the word trending, man. What's trending?
Man.
Who's number one on trending? That trending. If you look up the word trending, is to be a part of a tide of something that's a wave of people, that's somebody that's transcending towards something, some bullshit or the ideal of something. Who's in the fuck control of these ideals? And I asked this other question. I was watching some this documentary, man, and they was talking about child trafficking is an $800 billion industry. Who the fuck is taking these numbers? Who got these statistics, dog? Who doing the number and the math on this shit? Where the money going? Who?
Man.
So I gotta be careful with this shit, cause man, I've been really digging and digging. I got injured at work. I was on the PQX. Had too much time on my
Uh-huh.
hand, bro. I started looking for this shit. I seen this nigga name. I seen this documentary called Peter Scully, man. And this motherfucker
Uh-huh.
started this dark website called Hurtcore. I don't need to go into the details of that. If you could just use your
Uh-huh.
imagination. He was
Uh-huh.
kidnapping kids and adults and
Right.
Hurtcore. Use your imagination.
Uh-huh.
So he eventually gets caught. He's not dead. He's in some jail and he looked like he getting well taken care of. The people who was paying to go on his websites and shit, the list of people started coming out. You can just imagine who was on this, who can afford to even get on this list and watch this sick
What?
shit.
What?
That's where the billions is going. And when you do the math and homework on these things, just like it's this
Nah,
website
facts.
called,
Nah, there's some sick
fuck
shit
it, we're gonna
going
get
on.
into it. Let's get into it. Yandex is a Russian search engine, just like Google. You can go in there and pop up all type of shit about America. I'm gonna just leave that with that. I ain't gonna go into no more detail than that because I don't want to get this shit flagged or fucking
Got you.
on some
Got
bullshit.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Another thing I talk about
But
too, bro, is that I read this book called The Philosophy of the Fool, man. And I put up on my page a
uh-huh.
few times, man, but this is an awesome, awesome read, bro. The
Mm-hmm.
Psychology of the Fool. If I'm saying it wrong, look it up, you'll find it. Philosophy or the Psychology of the Fool, same thing. But it hosts three types of archetypes and three type of characters throughout society: the trickster, the clown, and the fool. And all
Got
of
you.
us fit into these three type of archetypes. And man, when you do your homework and you work inside the plant, man, you will start to be able to read these people like books, man. This little bit of dark psychology and manipulation, it's just so crazy, man. And you
No, no,
do the
no.
homework.
Facts.
So that could be a whole
No,
other
facts.
topic we talk about on another day, man. I don't want to get into that right now.
On some
Let's just stay on topic we was talking about. But yeah, that shit
on
crazy, bro,
some
when you look
laws of
at it.
power shit. Some laws of
Yeah,
power
man.
shit.
Yeah,
Right.
crazy shit, bro.
Right. I ain't really did no reading in a minute, bro. I had went on a spree where I was reading a bunch of books and stuff like that. I was doing audio books. I was doing a
Yeah,
bunch of them. And then I kind of tapped out, like, and I ain't did none for like a few years, honestly. Like,
yeah,
I ain't been
yeah,
reading or doing no book work for a few years, or really doing like no heavy research in general, period, because I've been more so focused on the personal. Like like
So you,
I do want to tap back into my whole focus is, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm in tune with helping people, bro. I want to help
yeah,
people. And I know that people, I dislike this fact about people, but they like to see you built up before they like to see you as a person of influence. So I just been focused on building my personal self up to a certain stature where I feel like I can have personal influence and a real program and foundation that I can stand on. You know what I mean? To really tap into, to really get back to the people and give to the people and try to help the people the way I want to. I tried some grassroots stuff and some politic type stuff. That shit ain't work out for me, man. It's politics, bro. And it's politics and everything. And politics run deep, bro. And that shit run deep. And it's like you say, it's about that money, man. And money run deep. It runs so deep that people don't even believe that they could be a part of the whole system that they fighting with what they doing, and they'd be involved in it with what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like when it's that deep, it make you kind of draw back a little bit, and it make you just kind of be like, dog, let me just focus on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you
Take
realize
your
that it's so
passion
deep
away.
like that,
It take all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, take away from
yeah,
your
it
passion.
make you be like, yeah, let me just fall back a little bit and realize like yo, for me personally, right? This what I draw back to. I be like, yo, what's my contribution gonna be? What do I want my shit to be for when I'm here or whatever like that, bro? I know I wish I could do large things, but I might not be able to do large things. So I gotta push the needle and and you feel me? I gotta push the ball the way I can push it
What
forward.
what
You
what
feel
I
me?
see what I
And not
see Fresh
backwards.
is, and I don't mean to cut you off,
Go
is
ahead.
that
No, you good.
Fresh. One thing I'm about to give your flowers while we here, nigga. Since I knew you, everything you told me what you wanted to do, you done. You said you was about to make an album, you made an album. You told me you was gonna go to school, nigga. You showed me all day report card. You said you was about to join this football team and dominate that, and dog, you did that shit. Told me you was gonna quit Chrysler and gonna do your own personal thing. You went and did that shit bravely, bro. I'll commend you for that shit, because that takes some warrior shit to just give. You already know what you gave up. And shit
For
takes some
sure.
warrior shit, man. I'm proud of you for doing that shit. Fifth, dog, is that, nigga, you a man of your word. A lot of people ain't honorable. And being honorable is hard, dog. It's
No,
challenging
for
because,
sure.
man, like you said, you doing this thing out of because this is passion, something that you care about. It's not because you're doing this shit for money. You trying to really save people, and that's
No,
why I was talking
facts.
about earlier that, man, we are assignment based people. And once you
No,
figure out your
facts.
assignment, bro, like you found, man, it's so funny. I was in church, and I'm not the most Christian person, but I was in church in my last week with my wife, and he said how you get to a point, and this is also in the book Hero's Journey. You get to a point where the middle of your life where you just say, fuck it, I give up. I give it all up. But you can't give up because God ain't give up on you. You just gotta just say, I let go and let God. And you see me say that a lot. If you follow me on Facebook, I let go and let God. Because when it get beyond me, and I know I'm doing the assignment and the passion that God truly presented in my life, then man, I let go and let God. And that's all you gotta do, bro, is breathe.
Nah,
Nigga, and
nah,
let go and let God. And man, remember
nah,
that God is with you. He didn't choose
nah,
everybody for this
facts.
damn journey. You know what I'm saying? This is a tough testimony you're going through. Because guess what? When you get to your testimony and your plateau of success, you can say, I remember when I used to be stuttering and nervous, didn't know how to do this, was in that corner, felt like I had my back against the wall. I didn't think I was going to come out and be on top. But now look, I can do this. Now look, I can say this. Now I got this. Now I got that. And now from just talking with you right now and knowing from just having this little bit of conversation, all you need is to be set in the right room, had the right lighting, the right aesthetics. The shit I'm learning in school right now, bro. This is what I'm going to school for. It's funny, like you talk to me,
Got you
but God work in funny ways and mysterious ways to put us in circles, full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
all
talking about
day.
assignment based, bro. You talking to me right now ain't by coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nah.
You want to be a coach. I'm sure you don't watch other coaches like I just put some in, just share some of the stuff he did too. What's my man's name? He used to get the women attention all the time. Kevin Samuels. If you watch
Kevin
Kevin
Samuels.
Samuels and the
Got
way
you.
he set up his podcast, his aesthetics, it's made to bring women in.
Oh no,
Women
facts.
women like to see a man looking expensive, like he has money, whether he have it or not. Then guess what? He had things in the background that requires you to focus on him. Whether it was like little chime, little whimsy things. Those are symbolism. He was smart to know that he need those symbolism and aesthetics in his background to keep somebody focused on him instead of looking at that and off the camera. Then he will also place himself in a position with the lighting so you can make sure that he all eyes on him. He clean cut, he looking good, and he's articulating himself very well. He's not stuttering. He prepared for every dang on. So that's another thing. Prepare, prepare, prepare. So you don't ever have to be ready. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. This dude stayed prepared.
Nah,
He had all this shit together.
Kevin
So
Samuels was you know, Legend, man.
He a
Legend,
great
dog.
plateau to build from. I'm not gonna say he the greatest, bro, but he a great plateau to just somebody to look at. You know, he a standard. Let's put it like that. He a
No,
standard.
definitely. No, definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying? People sometimes feel like you gotta agree with everything or every approach that somebody take to how they do stuff, but you should try to extract game from everything or every situation that you in. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's just the type of person I am. I feel like you should always be trying to learn and
Yeah,
gravitate
yeah.
and get game. And like you said, like you just said, if you was in tune to what he was doing, he did have the aesthetics pleasing background, all nice and all that, right? And you right. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like it
Excuse
smelled like
my
cologne.
background.
Watch that
Excuse my
shit.
background. No, no,
Man,
I'm
that
just
nigga probably
saying.
smelled like ocean spray or some shit.
No,
You know what I'm
definitely. And
saying?
that goes into branding. That goes into branding. And when you trying to take your stuff to the next level and scale up,
Exactly.
like eventually I plan to do with all the stuff I'm doing, man. You got to
Yeah,
start
yeah.
taking your branding up, man. You got to
Yeah.
start, pepping it up a step and getting it up a notch. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. I tell
So
you
so
this.
definitely.
I give you another example. I was playing Matt, bro, 2024.
Yeah, I
And
be seeing you talking. I be seeing you challenging people out there
I
online and
be
shit.
cracking up at this shit, man, because what's so funny to me, I like to lose now, man. Because the
hmm
nuances I get in losing. I be so impressed at what people can do and with their intelligence on. You know, football, is like chess. It's not something you could just press a button on or run up the court and jump and dribble past somebody with athleticism. This
Right,
requires some strategy. You understand what I'm saying? So
right.
for me to play against people online, especially kids, man, and they outsmart me, it makes me smile on the inside. Like, damn. I talk to them like, man, get on the mic, bro. Get on the mic. Get on the mic, little nigga. I want to ask you something. What you thinking right here? What did you see right here that made you want to go against this 3-4? And they be like, well, I didn't see anything. I just wanted to go right here with this. And it's the different type of match. They don't see football plays and from a perspective of that. They looking from an
Right,
imaginative standpoint. And
right.
the imagination that they using is beating me out of my dang on strategic mindset. I'm like, dog, this shit cold. This shit cold, dog. Shout out to the youth, because them niggas are
say
smarter than us. They
say
coming.
they don't know what no 3-4 is. They like,
Oh
bro,
my
man,
God, they coming,
you left
bro.
space right here, bro. So I went
Yeah, just
right
seeing
there,
some
bro.
other shit that I ain't even paying attention to. Yeah, like some fun shit. They having fun. I'm out here
Like, bro,
strategizing. He just
I
playing.
like to I like to pass and run to where
Yeah,
I don't see any
exactly.
guys right
So
here, and
carelessly,
that usually
so
works. So
effortlessly,
that's what I do.
so effortlessly. Like, dog,
Busting
just
your
taunting my
ass.
dang on intelligence. Like, man, what the fuck? Got me head scratching. Like,
Oh,
okay. But damn,
oh
I'm
man,
telling you,
that's
bro, that's
funny.
beautiful, man. That's beautiful to see these
Oh
kids
man,
advancing. But just like you said, we want to mentor adults, man. And that's a challenge when we got
no
a
facts. It
whole
is.
generation of kids that really, 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 really need us. I know you coach the Steelers, bro.
It's it's crazy. It's crazy that you said the kids, and honestly, that's who I'm trying to get to. I know adults need coaching and stuff like that, but bro, I'm really trying to get to the kids, bro.
But that's when adults
Like
come for you.
the only thing about the kids, bro, and that's why I'm talking about trying to get to a certain level is because when you dealing with the kids, bro, you got to be able to dedicate your time to the kids, bro, because you
Yes,
can't be
sir.
in and out. You can't be in and out with the kids.
Not no fucking
When you
fluff
set the
job.
commitments to commit with the kids, you got to be committed.
Be
So
real.
how you mentioned I coach, right?
Yeah,
I coached and I loved coaching, bro. But the downside to coaching is
that's your
that
time.
I didn't have all the time that I needed to be there with the kids like I wanted to, which means that I couldn't ingrain in them mentally. I couldn't ingrain them emotionally the way I wanted to and needed to. I couldn't even ingrain it to them strategically, football wise. I couldn't do it to the level that I wanted to get the kids the way that I know that they need to get it and how you want to give it to them. You know what I mean? And that just come from just being able to have that dedication and passion. Now, luckily, I did coach with a few coaches who was able to be more time worthy to the kids. You feel me?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
just chose to step away because I'm like, man, I know when I do this, I know I loved it. You feel me? I loved it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. My kids, they love me. You feel me? They came
Yeah.
to my games, all that stuff, right? They love me. You feel me? I could tell I had an impact on them. I got their respect, right? But I want to be able to give them the time that they deserve, bro. So I can give them the best of me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to do that
To
for the
you.
kids, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
And that's
definitely you did hit on the nose. The youth is where it's at. Go ahead though.
yeah, that's the same thing I'm on too, bro. Like that's where I still coach flag on the weekend. And when I was being a head coach, man, I had lost my brother at that time, so I was getting overwhelmed. But the need of the youth at that I found that the need of the youth and me being in life was more prevalent than ever because I always coached. Matter of fact, I got a kid that came up to me. He ain't a kid no more. Motherfucker came to me at Chrysler, bro, the other day and said, Coach B. I said, nigga, where you know me from? Motherfucking the Rams? Like, what you, your son played there? Like, nigga, you coached me. Nigga, you coached me on the Wolverine. I'm like, God damn, I've been coaching. I knew this like what? I knew him since what, 2005? And he was, what, 12 at that time? I forgot I coached this kid, bro. So, the impact that you make on these kids' lives and stuff. But
Nah, facts.
I took care of some kids, bro. I took one of these kids home, man. And I tell this story because this is my testimony to why I know I have to. This is why I'm doing the right thing. I need to be mentoring these kids. These kids I took home, he said, Coach B, I know you just gave us some food and stuff, but can I have the leftovers to take on to my brothers and sisters? Don't tell nobody. I'm like, man, I got you. I'm gonna buy y'all something to eat. So I went and got us some hot and readies and shit after practice and shit, right? I take the little guy home. Why this nigga stay in an abandoned house, bro, and fucking took the hammer from underneath the porch and took the car the what's that the shit the plywood off the door and hammered it back. Said, all right, Coach B, and took his brothers in the house and shit, and they was just as happy as could be. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go home to my kids, they unappreciative.
Right,
And nigga, my kids got every fucking thing, bro. My wife
right,
just said, look at my Gucci purse. You know what I'm saying? We not the richest people, but man, we are well off
right.
compared to a lot of people, man. And when
Nah,
I
nah,
think
facts.
about the need of people just needing a little bit of love, and they can still harness love in they situation, man, I
Nah,
can give more. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
And I lost my
and
brother at that time. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot I
that
was going through. A
that
lot.
take me back to us starting off the conversation talking about Israel and Palestine and what's going over there, and it made me kind of like resonate with that, right?
Yeah.
And I feel what you're saying, right? Like a lot of times here in America, even being a black person, right? Being in America, even being in a city like Detroit, right? Some of us we got enough to where we got enough to where we can really feel comfortable. We you know what I mean? Like you just
Yeah.
said, how you just said what you got, bro. I know what I got, bro. I got shoes up the wazoo, bro. I buy shoes. That's a thing for me, you know what I mean? And like you said, you can be giving more and stuff like that, bro. And you know,
Yeah.
I be trying to build myself up and build myself to a capacity to where, you can do that type of stuff and like that, right? You know what I mean? Cause I'm not gonna say like I just splurge and go crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I do got a level of where I feel like I gotta treat myself for my work that I do in my life to try to make it, you know what I mean? To try to make stuff happen. So I do treat myself. But I
Ain't nothing
do
wrong with that. Yeah.
I do like you said, bro. I do realize that my mission is all in giving and rooting and rooting to want to help others. You know what I mean?
Serve them,
Like
bro.
I don't know what it is about me that just resonate with that mission to just
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
serve
saying,
them, bro.
really wanna, you know?
Dog, let me
So
tell
yeah.
you. And I don't talk. I'm writing, and I got something writing. I don't even. This top secret information. So, for me, this information, nigga, you might die.
My boy
I'm just
say
talking
top
shit. But no,
secret.
real talk. I'm working on this story, man, and it's for these type of talks and situations you're having, and why you don't even know why you feel the way you feel. Because we are sons of Ogun. We are the warrior class. We are the servants of God. We are God's
Mhm.
chosen people to take the testimony, the hard route, to have the hard route. We had to go through those tight situations, to feel those depressions and to be able to empathize and sympathize with other people while we go through shit. Everybody can't do
Right.
that. Some people are just put on that mask and act like they don't see it and conform. I
No
can't do
facts.
that, man. Or some
Nah,
motherfuckers
me
take
neither.
advantage of people and do that bullshit to each other every single
Nah
day.
facts.
Then you got some
Nah
people who
fact.
are considered the fools who know what's going on, but gonna keep on trying anyway. That's us, nigga. We fools. And guess who God protect? Fools and motherfucking babies. So guess who we gotta protect? The motherfucking babies, nigga. That's our mission. We gotta start with them. And guess when you start protecting the babies, guess who? Because I'm gonna give you an example. I mentor these kids on the weekend for flag football. And I done dealt with so many races and so many situations with other different kids. I done seen kids, especially the white parents, they need more mentor. Fuck our people, as crazy as it may sound. You need to go to white people and mentor them. These people are crazy, bro. They would bring their kids to the field in 45-degree weather 2 weeks ago, raining and shit, with shirts and fucking shorts on. I'm giving them my shorts and my sweater and coat just to make them feel bad. Oh, his mother brought him over here with no what's the name like that. We'll go get him a sweater, a coat, subliminally fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Right.
man. But I gave him a look to let him know this trash. Don't bring him back up here like this no more. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the first incident of me ever dealing with that. But this one
Right.
situation I want to talk about, bro, is a little girl on my team. She a beast. First off, she run like Earl Campbell. She got this little girl can tote the motherfucking rock. She's a beast.
He
Shout out to
said my
Danny.
dog said Earl Campbell.
Shout out to my dog Danny. She's a beast. Anyway, they hand this girl the ball, and she runs a touchdown every time she damn near touch the ball, and she run hard. And I respect the hell out of her because she's the only girl out there amongst all these boys. But I noticed she got the rainbow barrettes in her hair and beads and shit. But I'm looking for a parent because it's the last week of the football season. I want to, say y'all doing a great job with this child. Where y'all get this athleticism from? I want to see her parent. Like, y'all got some athletic genes in y'all. Come to
Right.
find out, I'm looking in them, but I'm looking all the wrong areas. She's adopted by 2 white women. So
Wow.
it's deep. You know what I'm saying? They got Danny out there making her gay.
No facts.
She's so
They
strong. She's
is.
so athletic. I think she's gonna be the next Serena. And you watch the movie Get Out.
Yeah.
Like, man, the shit
I ain't
I've
never
been.
even seen Get Out. I ain't never even seen it just because I ain't even really wanna. I don't know. Like I ain't even really wanna
It's one of the
go
movies.
into it.
See, with me being a film class, I understand it a lot more because it's one of the movies where it's called a
No,
missing.
did I watch Get Out? Get Out was the one with dude from Black Panthers.
Yeah,
Y'all know I watched that. I saw that one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I
it
ain't
was like
watched the new one. They got like some new one or some shit like that. I ain't watched that one. I watched Get Out though.
it was based off the same premise how they made Rosemary's Baby. If you ever seen that, which I don't recommend it because I ain't in all that car shit. I don't know if it's cursed or not. I don't play with that type of shit. But anyway,
Yeah,
they
I don't.
built Get yeah they built Get Off the same way like that with it was based off of a parable where you watch it, I
Hold
watch it,
on
but
one
neither
second.
one of us had the same understanding of it. You got your own understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a psychological
I
thriller.
can't.
It's not based off the actual movie that you watch. It's a subliminal message based off of like politics and people not be able to say things. But I felt the movie Get Out was about fucking white people ultimately secretly loving and watching learning us being gods from behind a mirror. As crazy as it may sound, and that they want to take from us as much as they can without showing that they love us, like they always do.
Right.
Example, the Jews say, in the Bible, the Jews say, if you want to be closer to God, keep the Jews next to you. We are the Jews. And who the white people keep next to them? They won't kill us off. They keep us next to them because they don't survive without us. It's like I said, we need to fucking mentor them. They don't know shit. I'm watching the shit in front of my eyes. Talk to a white person for 5 minutes and watch how fast the motherfucking conversation changes some stupid shit.
Man, you already
Man,
know.
fuck.
That's something that definitely
You want
resonate
a
with my
Mountain Dew, bro?
experience. That's something that's definitely resonate with my experience with dealing with the other side. I mean, if you go through history, man, like you said, bro, we domesticated, the Caucasian man. when they was, so that's just a state of history. They came and learned from us. Even when we want to talk about, if we want to talk about on science level, right? They go back and study from the
They still
the,
studying this,
the
bro, to
guys
this
in,
day.
yeah, they go back and study from the guys in Africa. The you know what I'm saying? The same people that they tell you don't go don't go to, you know what I mean? That's the people they go study to and learn how to create the medicines and stuff they do. But when you in tune and when you tapped in and you learn some things, you will learn that that's what's going on, and then you can stay. That's why I feel like knowledge. We always know knowledge is power, because now you can make decisions. I feel like when they say that, they should have stressed that the reason why knowledge was power, because it changed your decision making. You will do different stuff when you know more. Like, you won't be like that's why I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, when you get to a certain point in life, how you grow up, because you know more. So you be like, I don't even do that. I don't even want to do that, because I I know what that's about. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's the reason why it's important to learn history, have experience, not just learning on a history level or on a school level, but just learning how to adapt, be in different situations. Like, even though how we talked about, I left the plant, but I feel like the plant was a place where I learned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Chrysler
yeah,
helped me learn. It taught me about people, like you said. I
yeah,
learned the
yeah.
trickster, the jokester. You know what I'm saying? What is the trickster,
Mm-hmm.
the joker, the fool? I
The
seen those
trickster, the
characters. You feel
clown,
me?
and the
Oh, the trickster,
fool.
the
Yep.
clown, the fool. You feel me? I seen
Mm-hmm.
those characters in there. I know what all they look like. You know what I mean? I've been all of them. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say I've been all of them, but I seen all of them.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
life, I always say, you don't take no L's. Like, the only L's you take is lessons. I feel like a lot of times people be wanting to resonate with so much negativity in life that they don't be wanting to draw from the experience of disappointment, the experience of negative experience. Man, you
yeah,
gotta draw from it. You feel me? And
yeah, yeah,
stay in tune with I don't know, man. In my life, I
yeah.
always been okay, and I always been positive. So I can say this for my life, right? Everybody might not have the same experience, so you know how they had trauma affecting them and they movement. So that's where therapy come in when we talk about mental health,
Yeah.
coaching. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff come in, right? If you need to do that, then you got to address it there first. But
So let's get
once you
into
do that, go ahead.
your how your health. I know you into the fitness like a mug. Have you gotten to the yoga and breathing exercises and stuff yet? Have you
I
discussed that with
tapped
anybody?
in. I
Hmm.
tapped in with yoga a
Hmm.
little bit. Like, I used to do a little yoga. I used to do yoga in the morning every day I did it for quite a while. I haven't been doing it no more as much,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I
yeah.
I do feel like I got to get back to doing, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know, that's
It's
just another
good.
way of like helping with mental health and the breathing and stuff. You know, like you said you tapped into fitness and stuff. You know, that's a good aspect of it though, man. Because I know, I played football for a minute like you and stuff. And if I was younger and knew the secrets of yoga, I probably would have been a lot more better player, to be honest with you. Because, man, the breathing and learning how to just control your anxiety levels. Because, when you on that field, you get so hyped up sometimes that you lose sight of your job
Nah,
and your
facts.
responsibility as a player. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
But it helps with those type of things where you can slow down and where everybody moving fast is moving.
It's
That's why I say he looks so
it's
calm and relaxed out there. Those people do yoga probably.
it's crazy.
You'd
It's
be
crazy
surprised.
that you mentioned the breathing. Like, as a trainer, you know what I'm saying? When I'm teaching
Mm-hmm.
my clients, that's one of the main things early on that I'm stressing to them, is the breathing and the relaxation. Especially like when we doing something like a cardio session, right? When I first
Mm-hmm.
put them through a cardio session, the first thing I'm trying to teach them is how to breathe when they start to
Right.
exercise and start becoming exhilarating. Because once you become
Mm-hmm.
exhilarating, your brain starts to lose cognitive. You feel me? You start to lose decision making. You start to lose coordination. You start to lose all of that stuff once you start kind of becoming, you know what I'm saying, over exhilarated. So you got to teach the body how to, all right, realize what you're going through. All right, this is what I'm going through. I'm in this. You feel me? Like you can't try to run from it. If you try to run from it, you just gonna keep exhilarating yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta realize I'm in this. This is what I'm in.
Yeah,
Okay,
you gotta
I'm
talk to your
here.
body for sure.
You feel me? Now let me just relax. Let me just relax. You feel me? Just breathe.
That's
Just breathe.
it,
I
dog.
gotta breathe. I gotta breathe regardless because I can't stop breathing.
Scared as hell.
You feel me?
About to panic to death. Like,
Then you will
I'm about to,
start to
this gonna
kind
be
of
my
relax,
last
bro.
session. This ain't killed me.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a skill, and you start to get better at it and better at it as you work it and train it. You feel me? And the best of them, you know, are the best performers and whatnot. And the rest of us, we just keep trying to get better and better and better at, you know, at that. But that's definitely important that you mentioned breathing. But to touch on that a little bit more, fitness in general and just physical health, like that kind of like been a staple of my life and been like, that's where I kind of let that lead my decision making, man. Health is the barometer of where I'm trying to lead my decisions. Is that shit healthy? Is that not healthy? You feel me? I really kind of center everything around that. And that's not to say that you always make the right decisions, right? But if you being real with yourself, you gotta have self-reflection and go back and be like, this wasn't this wasn't that. And then if you could look at your life, right, you gotta look at the results, right? And you gotta look at yourself and you gotta say, what do I want? All right. Now, if you being real and you a type of person that's willing to work and push towards what you want, then you gonna start addressing that and you gonna start looking at the board. Like, as bad as I hated accounting class, bro, once I start to really start getting into the thick of life, I started to see how much accounting was really what life is about, bro. You gotta start really paying attention to, hey, bro, what's on this side of the board? What's on that side of the board? How's that balancing out? How's it adding out? What am I getting? It's assets, liabilities. You feel me? Like, you gotta, that's what life is about, bro. Like, on a grand scheme, you just gotta understand the priorities and the different scales where that translate, like from stuff like work to home life to this. Like, I don't know. I'm the type of person who I wanna be good at. I just always wanted to be good. Like, I think that come from having a sports background, right? You competitive. You always want to be the best when you got a sports background, right? So that translate into life. I want to be the best in my relationship. I want to be the best. You feel me? Even as bad as I hated my job when I worked at my job, I never worked my job like I ain't trying to be the best, bro. I can't help it that I work like, bro, I'm trying to do a good job because I just don't know how to, be a slacker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could play on a team. Somebody might be like, bro, he a try harder. I don't know how to like slack, bro. I don't know how to do that shit, bro. That ain't in my DNA. Not mine.
That's one of the most suckerest shit I ever, man. That shit pissed me off just hearing you say that.
That's
I
some
can't
shit
even
that
stand a nigga who say shit like that.
that's some shit the kids
Yeah,
say.
he's a tryhard. Man, get your bitch ass
That's what
out
they
my
say
face for being a
online, bro,
sucker.
when you playing 2K, bro.
Man, God don't make suckers, man. I don't know what to say, man. That shit irritate me, dog. Like, that shit, I don't know why that burn, that hit a nerve in my head. I don't know why. I just don't know why that burnt me.
Hey, no, the
Hey,
kids that say that when you on 2K, bro, and you actually trying to
try hard.
play good defense and play good offense, they'd be like, you a try hard.
That's
Yeah,
some
that's on the
disrespectful
kids say.
shit.
You know what I mean? But hey, so man,
With it, yeah, for
I
sure, bro.
appreciate you for coming on
Yeah, no
the
doubt, brother.
show. I appreciate you for coming on the show,
Pleasure,
man.
man.
You the
Pleasure.
first guest to actually come on the show, man. So that's
Yeah, man.
something, man. I gotta give you
Yeah,
your
bro.
flowers for that. You definitely welcome to come back
Always,
on the
man.
show anytime you want to. Uh whatever buzzing, whatever topic that's on your mind, man, you know I'm willing to get into it and talk about anything, bro. That's what this show was created for. I really just created this show to have an outlet and a space to where I could talk about the stuff that was on my mind, that I ain't want to just sound like I was ranting about on
Mm-hmm.
social media, that I really had a perspective about. I wanted to provide that outlet, and I couldn't wait to have guests on. So I appreciate you
No
for
doubt, no
coming
doubt.
on so we can dialogue. As I always said at the end of the show, bro, the show is about healing, and how you do that is having an open dialogue. And I feel like when we do that, that's how we come together. You know, you can have a open hand and do some damage, like if you're trying to be in combat, right? But when you
Right,
close
bro.
that mug up and turn it to a fist, man, that's
We're
when
gonna
you
tear some shit
when you
up.
really do some damage. So
We're gonna
let's
tear
keep
some
coming
shit
together.
for sure.
You feel me? Y'all, my man said where to follow him at. Y'all know where to follow him at. You can say it one more time
Big
for him,
B
just so
on
they know where to follow you at
well,
real quick.
Brandon Metals 33 on Instagram. Instagram. Brandon Metals. That's Brandon Metals, phonetically sounding and spelt on Facebook. Look me up, y'all. Peace. And one last thing
All
though,
right, that
Fresh though,
man.
man.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, go
man.
ahead,
I
go ahead.
appreciate you putting me on, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully that this touch the right ears and it fall on the right souls, man. And that this be the beginning of something beautiful for you, brother. And you know, keep up with your journey, man. Stay strong, stay positive, like you said, man. You're positive, man. Keep feeling, keep feeding off them frequencies to the people, man, for sure. And stay positive one more time, brother. That's it. All right, my dog, Fresh, man.
All right, man. I
Love, bro.
appreciate that. All right, man. It's fresh, man. It's the fresh show, dog. We signing up. The fresh show. The fresh show.